It is true. You will start seeing emails from me about the classes that are upcoming with a short description of the theme of the week. And there will be two classes, the Monday class, the Saturday class, that have different intentions and practices, but relate to the common theme. The purpose of tonight's practice is it's about restoring your psoas, which is a different word than stretch, very different than stretch. And we will stretch, but first, the psoas is the largest, most powerful hip flexor in your body. Is the motions that are stored in the psoas in particular are fear and anxiety. So when that muscle starts to get tight, we start to pull ourselves in towards fight or flight. Typically, when you experience a tight psoas, you experience lower back pain, hip pain, and even knee and foot pain. Because the way the psoas pulls on the spine, it can displace the vertebrae. Discs get compressed and they start to send referral or radiation pain into the knee, the hip. We combine the iliacus with the psoas, so it's often called the iliopsoas, and let yourself sink in. Let your breath get a little deeper, a little longer. After a few nice, quiet breaths, you might begin to notice that one side of your buttocks feels like it's tucked under with your legs crossed. It's tucked under you more. And your first inclination will be to pull that buttocks away from midline, but I'll invite you actually to go to the other side and create that manual expansion to the side that doesn't feel as tucked under, just enough so that you feel like you're sitting equally on your hips, on your sit bones. This practice right there will go a very long way into creating balance in the hips and the back. I invite you to draw your hands to your heart center. So with Om, we'll move into the mantra once, followed by an Om at the end. Nice, sweet, relaxing breath in. Om Namah Shivaya Gurave Sachidananda Murtaye Nishprapanchaya Shantaya Niralambaya Tejase. Allow your hands to release, your eyes to softly open. I invite you to lie on your backs with your feet on the mat so that your knees are bent. Once you get down here, pick up your hips, set them back down, and invite you just to take 2 or 3 of those centering breaths where you become more aware of how you're breathing, how your body can relax. So to restore the psoas, we first want to help the nervous system tone down. So that will be a landmark we'll use for the remainder of the practice. There's a balance point between really arched back and really flat back, and find that for yourself. Lift your toes and lift the sole of your foot. Push your heel down into the floor on the right, and now push the foot all the way down. So instead of lifting the leg up to move, which tightens the hip flexor, I want you to use the right muscle, which is your buttocks, and bump that foot down so that your right leg goes straight. Push through the heel. Your mat's sticky for a reason. And I want you to pull your ankle so that it's in line with the middle of your femur bone. Now, gently tone the muscles around your tailbone, just a tiny bit, tiny bit. And on your exhale, slide your left hand up to your left kneecap. Push through your right heel, push through the back of your right buttocks, your right hamstring muscle, and see if you can root the right femur bone towards the floor more. And now from your hip, gently push the left femur and knee up into your left hand, just a little, and hopefully you'll feel a mild stretch in the front of your right belly, maybe the front of your right thigh. It's not really for a stretch of the hamstring on the left, let go of that. It is about restoring and resetting the psoas on the right side of your body. Placing your left foot down to the mat, pull the right heel, use your hamstring to pull the heel right up to where it started. Placing both feet on the mat, gently pick up your hips, just not quite to bridge pose. Again, resetting the psoas. So keep the back of your heart, the space between your shoulder blades, pressing into the mat. Gently push from the inside of your knees down towards your inner ankles. And let the buttocks hang. Now gently lengthen the tailbone just a little bit. And hips to the earth. And hopefully you're going to feel like, wow, that actually helped release my lower back and my hips. And with any luck, your stomach might be gurgling a little bit, which means we have turned on the parasympathetic nervous system, rest, relaxation, digestion. Move your hips to the left and roll to your right side. Fetal pose. Using the hand closest to your heart, push yourself upright so the hips remain heavy and grounded. Good. Now we'll come to all fours. And if you're new to my classes, just know that I always face this direction, and I will always open postures to the right so that I'm facing you if you need to set yourself up so that that makes sense to you. This practice is one of those practices that you will get to practice over and over and over again, and it will make more and more sense. Please draw your hands to the center of your heart. Tell yourself thank you for taking a really intentional practice to learn more about you, your physical body. When the physical body is grounded and happy and in balance, the energetic body, the emotional body, mental body all follows. So we'll close with a sweet, loving Om. Take a nice deep breath in. Long breath out. Inhale deeply. Namaste.